What's going on? Is this like a role play thing? Like I'll be the boy, you be the girl this time?
Do you know why you're here?
Is it because of that time that I scanned dragon fruit as a banana at the self-checkout?
No. What is the pinnacle of 70s home decor, in your opinion, please?
Shag carpet and cigarettes?
No. Do you recognize this?
What is this rubbish?
Can you explain to me why we can't have that in our house?
It's gonna let fumes out? No one's gonna certify this, and it's stupid.
Fine. It's not stupid. Start the video. Welcome back to the series where I challenge myself to use thrifted materials and a love of all things retro to DIY our family home from this farmhouse to that 70s house. Hi. Are you gonna come sit with me? Okay, sit. Okay, so what are you doing, dog? Are you gonna be here or not? Okay, we're gonna have a friend for the intro. Okay, so a little bit of backstory. My house currently does have a pipe hookup in the wall of the living room for a wood stove. We do not actually have a wood stove though. We do, however, have this beautiful electric fireplace. It's entirely faux and produces zero heat. In an attempt to cut down our uses of other conventional house heating methods, we do want to add a wood stove back into this part of the house. The most practical and actually efficient at heating a house type of stove actually looks something kind of like this. So we've gone ahead and ordered one, and it is on its way to our home. Now, the flooring in our living room is wood. So to safely install the new wood stove, we're going to need to put down a layer of tile. Now we have two options. One is to simply lay the tile on top of the existing flooring, but that would make it a little higher, and I can just see this being a toe stubber. There's no other way to put it. You're gonna stub your toe on it. The second option is then to actually cut away some of the floor so we create a blank space where we can lay the tile down, and hopefully it will be flush with the rest of the wood floor. No tripping hazards here. So if I can't have my dream retro fireplace, I am most certainly going to lean mid-century in other aspects of this design, and that's definitely going to extend to the tile. This is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. This is where we're headed. Got it? All right, I think we're ready to start. Okay, so I am popping out now to go check out some tile dealers, some tile supply stores. And I essentially have to make a decision today because we need to move on getting this wood stove installed because it's sitting in our house and it's getting very cold. So as much as I'd like to go and just like think about my options, I really have to pick something up today. So luckily I have a few ideas in mind to get me started, like at least color scheme. Oh no! Did I really oh no. That's a bummer. So we were inspecting the floor in our house to see like the depth of the wood, to see what size tile would fit and how we would be installing the tile. And essentially we cut a little piece of the wood floor so I could bring it with me to compare the color of the wood floor to tile to make sure it didn't clash. And I left it at home, and I am far from my house now, so I'm not gonna go back and get that. That's unfortunate. All right, well, we're just gonna have to rely on my intuition that I pick something that's good. Okay, let's go. This is so beautiful. Reminds me of Emma Chamberlain's shower. But $85 a square foot. That's beautiful too. See, I'm so annoyed I didn't bring that wood piece now because like the variances in these tones would totally matter if I had the wood, but c'est la vie. So all the options that store had would have to be special ordered, which I'm hoping this is not a problem I keep running into because I really need to pick up some tile today. It's only one place. There's like 20 in this area that sell tile. This place is like an art gallery, my goodness. Austin would never go for it, but I love this. So I just left one place, and some of these tile stores are set up like fancier than art galleries I've been to, and it's just to sell tile. But there's one that I went into, this woman greeted me, very European, and I tell her what I'm looking for, and she says, you guys have to put like a beret on me and like a long cigarette. She goes, oh, this is very out of style. Nobody wants this. And she closes her little book like as if she's saying, I have nothing here for you. Anyways, I've never felt more justified in my design capabilities until that moment. And like it is out of style if you dress it like a 2000s Tuscan kitchen, but I'm not. I have some vision, okay? Okay, I'm back home now, and I have acquired some samples. We got small, medium, large, all different kind of textures and colors of terracotta. Also, the sample journey is just like the Wild West, because some of the samples I got entirely for free. The other sample I have to bring back to them. And the third sample, I had to pay for a sample tile. So yes, you should get samples so you can see how it looks in your space, but what to expect when you ask for a sample, who knows? Okay, let's see these on the floor. Okay, so option one are these two long skinny ones. They're kind of like a subway tile, but a bit more organic. They are kind of in the finish that I love the most, very matte. And as you can see, we've already taken away some of the floor so we can see how thick it is. I'll talk about why that matters later. But this is option one. You can either stack them this way, or we can stack them this way, or you could do a pattern combo of different directions. There's so many options with these. My concern though is that it's gonna be competing with all the different pieces of the wood floor. A lot of little lines going on and it might be overwhelming to look at. Option two is a true terracotta clay tile. This I think is made in Mexico, I believe. And it's quite thick is like the one downside. So when we put it in here with all like the piece that needs to go underneath and then the quick set, it might be really tall compared to the floor. But this is a 1x1 tile. And because these are all handmade, like the variances in color is gonna be different on each one. I don't know if I love this. It looks like it kind of got bleached in the sun. Option two, okay. Option three, which I think it's ceramic, but it's made to look like terracotta clay. It's kind of like a combo of the two. It's thin like the first tile, but a big square like the second one. Definitely like the darkest brown out of the three. The thing I don't love about this one is it's really glossy and shiny, which I wish so much that it was more matte like this, and then it'd be a done deal. You technically can degloss tile, but I don't know if I want to go through that effort. Plus, you run the risk of cracking them. Maybe it's not so bad. The gloss could be a nice toss-up of the two. Before we get further in the video, I want you to pause right now and go in the comments and tell me which one you would choose. Option A, option B, or option C. And then once you've done that, you have permission to keep watching the video and to find out what we actually end up going with. Lucky for you, you don't have to wait very long. We ended up going with option B. Because we'll actually be cutting away the floorboards to make space for the tile, we first laid out all of the tile to find out exactly just how much space we needed to cut. Does this feel super wrong? Like,
yeah.
Just sharpieing straight on the wood floor?
Yeah, but it's like accurate.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity that I'm giving you permission.
This is the way to, like, you get the job done. You don't need to measure, you don't need measuring tapes, you don't need any of that rubbish. Just get the job done.
No, it's not about getting the job done. It's about the fact that none of these walls are straight, so measuring tape's not even gonna help you here.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Okay, do we need a system though? Like, when I go to move all these, how do we know?
We stack them in a big pile, bruh.
Or should I put tape on it and do like 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, that's ridiculous. Let's just stack them all there.
It's too simple, I don't like it.
Bean, we're using a friggin' Sharpie.
Yo, someone sharpied on the wood floors.
What a great idea. This guy must be really smart. And good looking.
What is the plan now?
Get the skelenoid saw.
Just cut?
Just give her.
This feels so wrong. Cutting up the floor.
Where's the saw, my lord?
So we set the depth of our circle saw to be exactly deep enough that it would cut through only the wood floorboards and nothing underneath. Yes, this felt super wrong, but I actually think it's the correct way to do this. Once the cuts were made, it was as simple as pulling away the floorboards that weren't staying. It's so sad.
Hardwood too, it's not even fake.
You know what is fake? Is these circles.
I feel like these dots are supposed to be like an illusion, like old-timey nails in the wood, but they nothing.
Good morning. Okay, something I eventually want to do to pretty much every wall in this main big room is paint it white. The same white that I used in the office. But this is such an ambitious task that I'm doing it like space by space whenever I get to DIY those spaces. That's probably not the most practical way to do it. You should probably just take a weekend and do it all, but I'm busy and that requires like moving so many things. So today we're gonna paint this little corner because once we get the wood stove in, it's just totally gonna be in the way to get a paintbrush behind there. So now is the time to do it, if I'm ever gonna do it. I also think it's time this comes down. This, as I was building it, was always a really simple build, and I knew it would probably be temporary just for the holidays because I knew the wood stove was coming, and I don't think the wood up here is safe to have a wood stove directly under it. So I don't know what we're gonna do over there. Maybe some sort of shelf unit down the road. TBD, we'll see once the wood stove's in place how this like whole corner is looking. But let's get this down and let's get painting. Okay, this I remember was a tight squeeze to get on. So let's see how easy it is to get off. Okay. Oh, I was so overthinking this. This is going well. And then all I have to do is just trim off this strange like extension to my keytar. Is a giant keytar. And then I have basically an already made DIY floating shelf that I can use with that hardware somewhere else in the house. This is the most textured wall I've ever painted. I'm using the fluffiest roller I could find, and I still feel like spray paint would be better for this job. Floor tile can't be laid directly onto wood, so we're first screwing down a layer of this cement backer board to the floor. Good morning. It's tiling day. How are you feeling?
Like tiling?
Have you ever tiled anything before?
No.
Really?
No.
Baby's first tile.
Yay!
Are you nervous?
No. We watched the YouTube video.
The only way to learn anything, YouTube. You mix, are you gonna mix the stuff and then I'm gonna
mix some mortar.
I've done it before. Like 3 times, which makes me an expert.
See how this works.
Oh, dude.
I should have taped that up.
This product is called Thin Set Mortar and it's what glues your tile to the backer board. You can buy it as a powder and mix it yourself with water, or you can buy it pre-mixed in a tub. Bro, I'm trying to film.
Gotta do dishes.
I guess that's valid.
Okay, tile is dry. Now it's time for grout. We are gonna go with, we got this one, 105 Earth. It's pretty good. To be honest, I was really excited about this one.
It's the best.
It's not the best. You know what would be the best? Is this one.
Oh, but they didn't have store.
Nutmeg, number 50. Almost perfect match, so you don't really see it. But it said special order, so I assumed that it was in stock. You know, I actually didn't check at all. I was told special order and I obeyed immediately. I didn't ask any questions. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look.
Do you have to mix this stuff? I forget. Caution, may irritate eyes.
Well, don't get it in your eye, Bobs. Well, open it up. Let's see.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I think we gotta mix that a little bit. That's a good color though. I know it's not mixed, but it's like a...
This looks like the Big Mac sauce. Minus the moldy part on it.
This is special sauce.
Special sauce. Oh.
That's just sand. They just got wet sand from the beach, put it in a bucket.
They just got earth and then put it into a bucket and charged us $40 for it.
Is this $40?
40 bucks.
Oh my goodness. They just got earth.
This looks like some serious beach sand, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Oh!
Did I do it? Not the earth.
Lick your finger.
No, it's not actually mac sauce. It's a bit like beige. But maybe that's okay. Sad beige grout for sad beige tile.
Wow.
It's a TikTok joke, you wouldn't get it.
Oh no, I don't do that. Let's just return it. We'll fill it back up with earth.
With beach sand?
Yeah, and then just return it.
This is exactly the same product.
Yeah,
I have no questions.
This is the same thing. I don't even know why I'm talking right now. Here's your money, sir.
It's looking amazing. Okay, I think I can do a time lapse now and you can do the dishes.
Hmm?
The grout gets applied into the spaces between the tiles with a tool called a float. After a few minutes, when the grout has begun to set, you can use a wet sponge to wipe away as much of the grout as possible before it fully cures.
Yo! That's sweet. Is this
Figure this out, yeah.
the final landing position, I
Oh,
guess?
dog hair all over it.
Welcome to our house.
Well, we don't know. I gotta get the pipes. The pipes hooked up.
Okay, what do you think of my grouting job, though, bro?
Pretty sweet. Good job. Did it all by yourself?
Sure did. Well, I guess you helped a little bit with the water. But yeah, it looks really good.
Shiny.
That looks good too. So we got to get the pipe that goes there.
Yeah, the pipe annoyed that goes right here.
You have it, right?
Maybe.
I don't know where we're gonna put that one. It's my favorite.
In the scrap metal bin.
No. All right. Well, hop to it. So this is my job. Now this is your job.
Well, I was gonna do it, but then you're like, oh, I gotta get the camera.
Well, then get to it.
Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze.
Okay.
Hello?
It's too late now.
That looks pretty good.
Look how good that looks.
You got me wine?
Inaugural first fire.
Wow.
Hello. Today is inspection day. Are you feeling confident?
Yeah?
We are having the official guy that works at the fireplace store?
Fireplace, please.
What's his certification? A fire master?
The fire squad's at.
We are having the fireplace expert come by today and essentially approve our job and tell us it's safe to use. Because this was one big do it ourselves and we want to make sure that we did it right. So fingers crossed, he says we did a good job. Okay, I'm hiding here in the corner so I can film my reaction to his reaction of our job.
So new to the place or kind of your insurance
Uh,
company?
Well, we bought it in August, and we put the wood stove in.
Okay.
We bought it off you guys, so hope we did it right.
Looks pretty good from what I can see. They got more than enough out front there for clearance, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, we wanted to go a little bit extra just to be safe.
Cut off them at 1 inch and we just kind of screw it there so you have it here.
So, where are you? Oh, there you are. Come to me. What happened?
It passed the flying carpets,
Really?
pretty much,
That's awesome.
because we installed it. He says the tile looks good.
Really?
We got lots of room yet.
Nice. Oh, that's good. High five. You did a good job.
I'm gonna go get me some soup.
All right. Give me some.
You want miso soup?
Miso soup sounds good.
So the tile is done, the wall has been painted, we got the safety seal of approval on this stove. Time to give this corner a final styling. I got a motor for this disco ball when I brought this to our office for a Halloween party. So I brought it back home and I've installed it on the ceiling here, and now I just need to kind of tack the cord up a little better so we don't see it. Bit overdue that I got a motor for this because I had this in my old house for a few years. And it never spun, unfortunately. I've got both the light for the disco ball and the motor itself on this extension cord, and I'm gonna plug this into a smart plug so that both of them can be turned on remotely with my phone, which hopefully this works. Oh, and she's spinning. 10 out of 10. I would recommend this to anyone. I love it. Makes me want to go bust out my roller skates or something. I was worried about how this plant would respond to being so close to the fireplace, but if anything, I think it's thriving. Considering it's a tropical plant, I suppose that makes a little bit of sense that it does not mind the heat. This plant I've had ever since our very first home that Austin and I had together, so it's the only plant that I would say I'm a little bit sentimental towards, and if it were to die, I would probably be pretty sad. Oh, speaking of thriving, let me show you. It's popping off a whole new leaf. Okay, live your best life, Monstera. Look at that. And gentle PSA reminder, clean your plant's leaves. This is literally how they breathe, and if they're covered in dust, then they can't get a good breath. Someone put it to me that way once, and that's just changed how I feel about my plants ever since. Breathe happy, little friends. And I want to give a shout out to a subby who sent me this book. This is one of the coolest things, and I'm like so honored to own it. It is a DIY craft book from the 70s, and it has some of the most amazing projects in it, like this wall tapestry right there. And one of my favorite ones is definitely this big DIY floor hoof seat that it shows you how to make. If you want to see me tackle some of these projects in the future, let me know. I think it could be a fun video. And then one of my very most prized possessions that also lives in this corner is this vintage Forma 70 RCA record player designed by Andre Morn. It's just stunning, like the blue acrylic top, the attached speakers, this silver bass. I love it so, so much. It does need a little bit of work though. It unfortunately only really plays well at one certain volume. So if anyone knows any people that work on vintage record players in the Toronto or GTA area, please let me know, because I would love to have this working at its best if possible, but it's a cool piece. It's actually designed to cycle through multiple albums, so once you've finished the side of one, you can stack another and it will drop it down and continue to play the next one after one is finished, which is a very cool feature. This is what we have on rotation right now. That is it. This is the completed fireplace wood stove corner of the house. I hope you enjoyed the full start to finish journey of this entire process. I'm so happy that I can film in front of this corner now. There are no more surprises to be had. I still have not given up my dream of maybe one day having a full sunken conversation pit that circles around this beautiful open fireplace, but alas, that is not today. And more importantly than anything, this is keeping our house warm. and I love that. If you enjoyed this video, give this channel a subscribe, and let me point you to a video where I actually DIY'd the cover to an electric fireplace I had previously. If you like fireplaces, you probably will enjoy that one because that turned out really, really beautiful. Head over there, give that video some love. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!